Hi Garu.
Yes, Sagar.
The present context, everybody talks about stress.
Yes.
Even I feel it sometimes, like when I'm close to my
Right.
schedule or
Mm-hmm.
shooting day, I get lots. I get stressed. How to handle it? Is there any
Right.
tool?
So, in a very simplistic way, and
Mm-hmm.
was from what I understand, um, a lot of stress is built up. When we think about a lot of things which are not in our control,
Mm-hmm.
about what will happen in the future. About it's a lot about, and the future is all about uncertainty. We're not sure what will happen or how things will transpire.
Mm-hmm.
And this narrative takes up a lot of our time and builds up a lot of stress. We don't know how things will unfold,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the more you think about it, the more you think about an uncertain future, the more anxiety, the more stress that will build up.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it is again to do with the narrative that's running in our head, the story that's running in our head. Oh, I did this, this might lead to this, or I didn't do this, and this might lead to this, or this might not happen this way, or whatever, right? And a lot of our time and energy goes into this stress, right? Similarly, for you,
Mm-hmm.
also, when you talked about, let's say, your schedules or things not going well
Yeah.
with your project, this is what we're thinking.
So basically, about the future, we think and we get worried,
Yes, a
which is
lot about it.
uncertain. Yeah.
Yes, right. And we start building stories in our head.
Hmm.
Oh, this
What
can
if?
go. What if this goes? What if this goes? And, somewhere I remember reading one very nice line, which says something about worry is wishing for things you don't want to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So when you worry, you're actually wishing for things that you don't want to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So the best way to handle something like this is to first stop building these narratives,
Mm-hmm.
right? Building these stories, seeing these bad futures ahead of you. So basically, stop thinking in that direction and start and wondering if things will go wrong. And more importantly, see, these are things you can't control. First, you have to understand what can I control and what I cannot control.
Mm-hmm.
What you cannot control, there's nothing. There's no need to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's beyond your control, right? But what's in your control? What can you do to make this better, to make get a better outcome?
Mm-hmm.
One is you can worry about it and scare yourself and stress yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But is there something else you can do which is in your control to get a better outcome?
Yeah.
So all we do is focus only on what you can control.
Okay.
And all other things which are what's happening in Delhi, what's happening in Mexico, what's happening to the climate, what's happening to forget about all that stuff.
Yeah.
What is in your control? Let's say you're getting stressed out about the pandemic or something.
True.
Fine, you can look at the number of people here, there, hospitalized, and this numbers, etc. But what can you do for your safety?
Mm-hmm.
So stop stressing yourself over things that you can't control
Mm-hmm.
and only focus on what you can control.
True.
Right? That gives you a lot of what it does also when you do things in your control, it brings you back to the present.
Mm-hmm.
In the present moment, there is no stress. I can sit here while I'm doing these things, I'm focusing on these things.
Yeah.
So it's not taking me to a bad or a nightmarish story, which is actually creating stress.
It
So
happens so many times. Like, what if it rains in the evening? It
correct,
might spoil the shoot.
right.
And most of the time we discuss about it and we lose precious time now. Correct.
And most times it will not rain,
Mm.
right?
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
So when it rains, you let it rain. So you
Yeah.
can handle it
Let's
then.
handle it when
Right.
it
Or
happens.
start thinking now, okay, so if it rains, what's my backup plan?
Yeah.
And
Correct.
that's about it. There's no point simply stressing yourself about it.
Correct. Yeah.
So very simply, in a very simplistic manner, to beat stress,
Mm.
remove your focus from what you cannot control
Focus
and
on
focus only
things
on
at
what you
hand.
can.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Super, Harigar.
Right, Sagar.